Hello guys, sorry for the little mishap. um, Welcome guys, welcome. We're back at it again. Um, I had a little mishap. Some of you guys might notice I had like um, two streams, but I had to go out for something, and also Nero was streaming too, so I didn't want to interrupt his stream. So I kind of pushed back my stream. I totally forgot he streamed on Tuesdays, and so while trying to push that back, and I was on the road, I was trying to edit the stream to push it to 4:30, but then end up creating another stream somehow. So you saw two streams, but either way, it's kind of fixed now. But yeah, that was a mess. I was trying to make it back to this time, but I did make it back in time for us to stream. So, and I'm off, so I'm not gonna make it a super long stream. Maybe about 3 hours, maybe 4, depending on what we get done, my vibe and everything. But yeah, we made it. So, see Nomad, hey buddy, I see you made it, man. I appreciate you coming through first. Carlos, welcome. Luke Ingram, welcome, man. Ted, welcome to the stream, buddy. Yeah, so we're back at it. So what I'm hoping to accomplish today is actually get a little bit more done in terms of bed. I mean, we're kind of almost there. If you're looking at the CAD on stream here, we're gonna be working on mounting the bed here. As you can see, I kind of already pre-did the bed a little bit. I went ahead and just drilled, just to make it easier off stream, because I didn't want to drill on stream. That would be a mess, because my drill is actually located out there, and it's not something I can really just bring in here and start drilling or whatever. Would have been nice to kind of do that on stream, but I went ahead and mark out where the holes are for the bed, and then drilled what I need to drill and mounted it on it. So, and then as far as mounting the extrusion, I had like two T slot holders, I would call them, and then I have those two holding this in place. It's nice and firm, so it's not going anywhere. It's pretty rigid. So and I'm using instead of the springs, because I was going to use the spring, but the springs seem to be a little bit more challenging to put through the extrusion here. So I decided to just use some silicone spring. I call it this way, silicone spring here on all 3 levels. So yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. But yeah, so I mounted like the heater. It's a 300-watt heater from Kinovo. So yeah, so we kind of got that mounted just to kind of save some time there too. How you guys doing? How's you guys' week? Thanksgiving week. Gonna start working on some stuff here. Hey, Luis Perez, welcome, man. Hello, welcome to the stream. All right, so before we start on the bed portion, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the final belting on the printer, and then we're gonna come back and install the mounting system for the bed itself. So we're just gonna save this, and then we're just gonna pick up back from where we left off with the belting here. So there he goes. So yeah, we left off on the belt here, the belting here at the back. So we just got to run that, and then we can continue. Squirrel Brain, hello, welcome. Hey, Printeroni. I tore down my K3 and applied these 3 to every fastener and set screw this time. The machine is so violent, I had a lot get loose over time. Oh wow, I didn't realize that. Well, I tighten these sucker down. I'm hoping it stays in place, but if not, then I can always add some VC3 like you're suggesting. But I'm tightening this sucker down, so we'll see how it goes. Rolohan, welcome, buddy. All right, let's see if we can work on this real quick here. So apparently I had enough belt for everything to fit. Um, thanks to PT. I don't think he's here, but if he's here, hopefully he's here. But thanks to PT, I was able to run the belt, man, because you got to do something like this in order to run the belt. Let you guys see that. You got to cut the belt at a certain angle just to get it to fit. Make sure I'm doing this right here. There we go. Looking good. I'm here, bro. I know you're here, Norman. I know you're here. You're the first one to comment. Squirrel brain. Light cheese slicer announced. Filament printer profile and the new update. That seems interesting. It's the first time I'm hearing about that slicer. I might have to look into that. I had to use blue Loctite on my cross gantry too. The loose set screws like crazy. Hey, I'm curious. Like, I just want to experience it because I've always used I never use Loctite on my set screws for my motors, and nothing ever happened. But I really do believe you guys that this is a whole different beast. So I'm just kind of curious what's gonna happen. I tried to tighten mine really well tight, like when it comes to the grub screws. Not overly tight so I can't take it out because you can easily round them up. But they're pretty tight, so we'll see what happens. And if that's the case, then I'll put some Loctite on them and then redo it. So no big deal. Oh, while you're here, Squirrel Brain, I have a favor for you, man. I might as well kind of call you out a little bit. So that project I was asking you about, trying to do the belted Z disc mod on a Trident. Just kind of curious, like, you think it will work? Because I really want to do that to my Trident. I honestly want to install this kind of motor assembly for the bed on my Trident. So if it's a possibility, you can work your magic. You make me a happy dude, man. But if not, it's all good too. You know what, guys? I think we can get rid of this glass. Let me move this glass out of the way. I think we can finally kind of put away the glass now. Let me get glass out of the way real quick. We're no longer needing it, and it's just sliding all over the place. There we go. All right, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Squirrel Brand. Trust me, I really do appreciate you, bro. All right. I'm just threading right now. Just threading the belt through the pulleys, idlers. There we go. Try not to crush the cables in the process. Let you guys kind of get a glimpse of what I'm doing. Yeah, we had plenty of belt. More than enough belt. So I can cut this side. Hey, Senti. Welcome to the stream, man. I'm glad you come to the stream here. I see you around. I see you around some of the streams. Nero and Steve Bills. So it's nice to see you around, buddy. I appreciate you coming and joining the stream. Maybe a little longer project, not an easy mod. I'm pretty sure it's not an easy mod, Scrubbery. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be easy. No worries, take your time, bud. It's not a rush project, I promise. I also have another project in the background that I haven't told you guys, so I'm gonna make that a video log. I'm making a bed flinger with some crazy mods on it, like not really crazy mods, but like taking different combination of other printers and putting it all in one. So I'll make that a video series. I have a couple other projects to live stream, so we'll be able to live stream some things. Just kind of measuring this to make sure it's Actually, let me do this part first, and then we'll tighten this down. So let's cut it right here. Let's cut about maybe one up. Come on. Ooh, 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 pull it down a little bit too far there. All right, belt locked in place. Okay. Hey man, Norman. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for the $10. Printer looks pretty much done. Few more streams. Yes, few more streams. I'm pretty much almost there, honestly, guys. Once I put the bed in place, I'm gonna see if I can get to work on the hot end today too, as well, um, if time permits. And then, yeah, but a few more streams, and pretty much this will be done. I'll cut it a little bit more. Maybe. There we go. So now we just got to put the screw in and we're done. This is all the belt I have left, but I was able to wire up everything with about 5 meters of belt. So 5 meters of belt can basically uh, get everything done. 5 meters of belt. So just for that information thrown out there. And it's got to be GT2 9mm belt. Can't be 10mm. 9mm belt. It's what it needs. I'm really excited to get this thing done, so I can play with it, see what it's all about, and get an idea. Because personally, I do want to build another one of these, but not the K2. I just want to scale this up. And I've been in the background kind of thinking what material to use, because clearly I don't have a lot of metal cutting tools, a lot of fabrication tools, so I'm gonna have to use maybe wood, some wood to compensate for the metal housing, which wouldn't be a bad idea. So, but I'm already kind of drafting up in my head what I want to use. If I go ahead and build one more of these, you know, just scale it up. I'm also going to be putting the Voron top. I want to test it out. I do have a lot of spare MGM9H. Like I have tons of them. Like right behind me, I have a lot of them, so I can cut them myself to the size. So all I would need to do is get get the optical sensor. I already have magnets. I already have pretty much everything else, really. So the Voron top for me shouldn't be a very difficult thing to employ. As soon as it releases, I'm going to try it out on my V1.8. But I know you can't use it on the V1.8 because of the bed. The bed is a little flimsy. So I'm thinking about either converting my V1.8 bed into like a linear rail setup. There's a linear rail mod for it. So I might just go that route for the purpose of trying out this Voron top stuff. I don't want to install it on my V2. My V2 is running really, really nice right now, and I don't really want to mess it up. It's running Cookie Pro, and I don't want to mess it up. Right now, it's just really running reliable. And my other V1.8 right here behind me is running really, really well right now, so I don't want to really mess those up. So since the V1.8, the original one over there, is kind of down for maintenance, I might as well try to modify it while it's down and then implement the Voron top and see how that goes. Oh, got butts. How you guys doing though? How was the week, guys? Like, what projects you guys are working on? Also, I'm gonna throw this suggestion out there. Um, what would you guys like to see me do in terms of future projects, future builds, future modification? What are you guys suggesting? I don't like this part because the screw is so long and it's in a cramped space. It takes a little bit just to wind it in, thread it in. I'm also going to go ahead and thread in the bottom panel because now that I got the belt ran, I think I can get the bottom panel done too. Hey, 007 FPV, welcome, man. Glad you could catch another stream. Looks like I can thread it with my hand for now. All right, Squirrel Brain. See you around, bud. Only one thing I'm concerned about with the Voron tap is the fact that the tool head can fall off. Now, I'm not really scared about it falling off, honestly, but it's kind of strange that it can actually fall off if you're not careful. I guess if you don't set it up all properly, the tool head can slide off, according to Steve Bills. Um, so I'm gonna have to be mindful of that part. That part kind of get me a little bit concerned, because I've seen, like, even with a clicky probe, when the probe is done, like literally when the limit switch is like dead and not working, when it goes to probe, the whole bed is still trying to come up, even though the probe is dead. Like literally, it's trying to like break off the tool head. Um, so I'm very curious if that's just like a built-in feature for safety. Um, all right, finally, finally got to it. So now I just gotta like tension it a bit. There's like M3. I wish I could show you. So basically, this is what the belt grab onto on in this I'll shut up with it now, like the bed holder, the kinematic holder here. So this is what the teat grabs onto, the teat here, and there's a M3 screw. So what you see me doing is like threading a screw into this, so it pulls down the belt and the plastic piece to kind of create tension. So, but because it's an awkward spot, you got to be turning it constantly just to reach to the heated insert, so it can start pulling it back. But it's pulling it back down. Just kind of go turning as I feel the belt tighten, and then I'll stop when I feel like the desired result is reached. Maybe a little bit more. All right, that feels about good to me. I don't think I need to over tighten it. Yeah, that feels good. All right, so we got the third part installed. So as you can see, it's done. Nice and smooth. Just gonna center it, make sure everything looks good. Okay. All right, we're good. So I'm going to go ahead and mount the bottom panel. Jamie Clark, welcome. I really like your multi-layer vinyl decals of the superheroes. I've taken inspiration from this and going to do my third printer in Wayland Utami theme and my CNC Cyberdane system theme. Okay, cool, man. I'm glad I could inspire you. I like theming on my printer. So this one, as you guys can see, is a Batman theme, black and yellow, with a little bit of that space gray look. So that you'll see that when I'm done, a little bit of Batman theme going on here too. I've always had all the Marvel characters on my printer, so now it's DC. Time for a little bit of DC. Change it up a little bit. Alright, so let's get the panel. So this is the bottom panel. I still have the protective film over it. Feels like about maybe 2mm. Yeah, about 2mm aluminum sheet. So it's not very heavy, but it's rigid enough. Just gonna see how this goes. Yeah, it sits like this. Bet you guys see that. Should look something like this when it's done. Looking for my Allen wrench here. Oh, thanks, man, Printeroni. Trust me, I'm taking my time on it. I don't want to rush it because I rushed it in the beginning and made a lot of mistakes. So far so good. Knock on wood. That's not it. That's not the right size. Wait, where's my Allen wrench? All right, I got it. So it should look like this. You guys can see from the top view. You want the, I think this is a 30mm M5 socket head with the guitar shoe, rubber shoe, and then the printed plastic piece there. So, and that's what holds the aluminum plate in place, and it screws down into the extrusion. Pretty simple install here. Starting to look like a printer, guys. It really is starting to look like a printer. Y'all guys are quiet today. Don't tell me y'all have Thanksgiving dinner already. Can actually focus on the head. do the last one sitting up here. I don't want to over tighten it, even though I'm just screwing it into the metal here. But I don't think I have to take it off or anything now that we have the belt ran. Thank you. Alright guys, so got the feet on, bottom panel on. There we go. Looks so much better already. Gave more weight too. I really am liking the way this thing looks. It's very very sturdy. So there we go, we're almost there. So now we're gonna work on the, now that we have the panel, the feet on, we're gonna work on the bed. So let me put this down so we can work on that. So in the start of the stream, like I was mentioning, I'm using like some I'm not sure what you would call these, like not L bracket, but T bracket to hold the two aluminum pieces together. Now, I could have drilled the hole down the center and then use like, blind joints to hold it in place. But I didn't want to have to go that route. And plus I wanted it completely centered up. So I went ahead and used like two of the T brackets to hold it in place. And then I drilled the hole correctly. I tapped the holes, then drilled them so they're correctly in place. As you can see, it's neatly in place. And then I was trying to use springs to hold it just like the bed, but then the springs just was giving me a hard time to get in between the extrusion here to sit. So I just used some silicone springs, I won't call them, silicone springs in order to hold the bed in place. Then I installed the heater as well. So what we're gonna do now is mount the mount so it sits on the actual kinematic mount. I'm just gonna say that for now. Kinematic mount on the linear rail. So we gotta install those pieces and then we can kind of now put it in place. So let's work on that. Looking good by far, by the way. Have you been following the e-drawing or have you checked out the assembly guide? WIP. So I did follow the assembly guide by JK, so Johnny Wong, and the WIP. I did look into that. In the beginning when I first started the build, I did kind of reference their setup, their methodology to do it. But the more I'm building it, the more I'm realizing there's not, I guess there's an efficient way to put it together, but you can pretty much put it together anyway, except for when you first assembling the frame, certain things need to go in place first in order to really be flexible. So that's what I learned while building it. But I did reference Johnny Wang build log as a guide to see how we put stuff together. That helped. But for the most part, I've been looking at the e-drawing here, which you see on the screen. I've been kind of eyeing it to make sure I'm doing the right things. That's how I got the measurement for some of the screws and stuff like that. So I guess I've been going back and forth just to make sure I'm doing the right thing. The only place I've deviated was this, like literally the bed mount. I deviated. Instead of using the angle brackets on the inside, I just used the like I said, the T-shaped brackets, because it does the same thing. It's, you know, it's doing the same job. But yeah, that's where I really deviated from it. All right, so let's assemble this. So parts here. You will hear some knocking, guys. I'm gonna apologize up front right now. You will be hearing some knocking. Making sure I have all the pieces I need. I have 3 of these, 2 of those. Let's see what else is missing here. So I needed 3 sets of it. I need some more stuff, guys. I thought I had everything, but apparently I was missing 1 more set of stuff. Alright, I think I'm good. Okay, so now I got that 3 setup going on. And I need some heat inserts. So I gotta get my thing hot here. I have the springs. I got the springs. And I got the springs from Make Master Car, or Mac Master Car, how you say it. Hey, Roberto, sorry, Roberto, welcome to the stream, buddy. I appreciate it. Just making sure I have everything I need. What is this? Not sure what size screw this is, so I'm just gonna check to make sure I know what it is. And this is pretty long. Give me a second here, guys. I'm measuring the screw. $25mm. Okay. So we need 25mm M3. I think we need 3 of them. I should have some other M3 screws around here. 25mm. Check you guys. I have way too much screw, guys. Way too much screws to not be able to find something pretty sharp here to go. I'm gonna have to go in my little screw bucket here. See, when I thought I prepared for everything else, I just realized I didn't grab enough screws here. Make sure I got 25mm. Yep, that's 1. I'm so happy I got, I'm almost done. I'm so happy I'm almost done with this build. I'm excited to start a new build now, but Be one more. All right, guys. Rule number 1: don't be like me and throw your screws, all M3 screws mixed up. So now I'm just hunting for it, and it's my fault because I should have organized this a bit better, and I wouldn't have to be hunting for screws. There we go. Got them all. Put this back. Okay, we can continue. Alright, so we're gonna need some heat inserts here. So we're gonna need one right here. So you can see the heat inserts go there. We're gonna need 3 of them. Just making sure I find the right spot to put them because the cat is a little weird. What it looks like it's on the other side. Okay, so it's coming from the back side is what it comes into. So from the back side there, and then the back side here. Okay. These are a little taller than I want to. We're going to do the job today. Alright, you guys are watching me, huh? You guys are quiet. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. And I do tend to get focused, so sometimes if you see me go quiet, that's because I'm just focusing. You know, I tend to zone out a little bit. Alright. Just clear this out a little bit. Make sure there's no burr in the way. All right. I think we're good now to mount it. Okay, let's see what we do first here. So we got to install these rods. You will hear some knocking, guys. Forgive me. And hopefully I don't break anything in the process, because then I have to reprint it. So let's hope. I'm gonna give it a little, just a little grease, just to help it out. Just a little bit of oil, just to help it slide in without causing any fractures. Gonna slowly top it in, so forgive me guys if you guys hear this. Making sure it's going in right. It's in there good. There's no way getting this back out, but there you go, guys. It's the first one down. I could have used I guess I could have used a what's the name on this, but sometime putting this in like a vise, it's kind of awkward the way it's shaped. So it's just best to just top it in. So, and I did it pretty quickly, so I'm just making sure nothing is damaged, but it's not damaged. It went in nicely. So and this one goes in at an angle. See if I can get it, but just a little bit of oil just to help lubricate that area. Okay, got it, but almost. Got to watch my strength here for a second, because I went into the wood a little bit. Just make sure I didn't break anything. kind of almost there, but it just needed just that bit more. So I'm gonna maybe hang it off right here. All right, guys. So the next one is in. As you can see it. Got one more to do. And these are 8mm dowel pins, but I can't remember the actual size. Actually, let me measure it for y'all. Out of make sure I'm not giving you guys the wrong information. I know the 8mm dowel 8mm dowel pins, but I'll tell you the size. 50mm. So the 8mm by 50mm dowel pins. So that's the size you need. Just in case you guys are curious. That one went in fast. Alright guys, so this one went in pretty quickly. So we're all done there. So now we can mount it on the bed. I'm gonna mount the back one first. Let's see how this is mounted. So alright, so it's mounted like this. Okay. I'm just inserting some M5 spring-loaded T-nuts. I didn't even notice the size that was screws here. What are these? Need more 16mm. So I'm just gonna use flatheads here because I don't have any more socket heads. I'm gonna use button heads in this case. To buy some more socket heads here. And the mounting for this is overkill. There's like, this alone has about 4 screws. Like this piece alone, it's like super overkill. Like 4 screws. And oh, I hope I didn't mount this on the wrong side. All right, one issue, guys. Man, of course it would be me. So there's no threads here. So I guess I didn't pay attention. Now see another issue. So these extrusion do have pre-tapped extrusions, and so I guess when I mounted this, I didn't check the other end on this part. So on this part, I didn't check the other end if it was tapped, because this end is not tapped. And so I'm gonna need to tap this real quick. And I'm very anal, so I'm gonna have to get it done. And it's no big deal, but I'm just gonna have to find my stuff. So please bear with me, guys. I'll get it done. Just gotta find my tapping stuff now. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. I'll be right back. They pull it off this. All right, guys, I'm back. I have to find my tap here and drill this thing. Looking for my M5 tap, but I can't tell. Yeah, this is it. All right. How are we doing, guys? It's good to have all the tools you need, because you just never know when you might run into a little bit of a snag. Give me my bicycle. Yeah, my bicycle. Should be out there. Thank you, dude. Oh, thank you, man. We'll definitely make a trip down there and come back. All right, so I know this is not good practice to try to tap without having this held in place. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I'm just going to try to be very careful not screwing it up, and I don't really have a proper place to do this, but I'm going to try to see if I can get away with it at the side. So let's see. It's going to be very, very careful to not mess this up. Good that I have all the tools. It's wobbling just a little bit. Wobbling just a little bit. I'm going to put some lube too. A little bit of oil just to help it out a bit. Back out just a little bit. Oh. Slipped out just a little bit. I didn't tighten up all the way. Run it in there all the way this time. It's getting good pitch. Still came loose again. Oh, don't forget to lube it. Yep, I did, Carlos. I make sure I did that. I make sure I did that. I got it though. I just want to go all the way in, put a little bit more, and I think we're pretty much good. One more time. Let me tighten it down more. Sometimes I can only tighten this so much with my hands. All right. Let's see if we can thread this in there. Yeah, easily. Or just with my hands. Yep, we're good. All right, awesome. Now we can continue the process. That was pretty quick. rest this down because I don't need it right now. All right, back on schedule. All right, that's in place. Lining up the T-nuts here with the hole. Where's all my there we go. I'm not going to over tighten it too much. I don't want to crack the plastic, just until it stops. Yo, A7, welcome, buddy. I keep saying 7. Hey, AI, I keep saying 7. That was funny. I hope you get a laugh out of that. Welcome, AI. Oh, new haircut. Actually, my hair is pulled out. It's supposed to be braided. I'm gonna braid it later. Not right now. So it's just I'm just letting it blow free for right now. Just letting it breathe a little bit. But I did get a haircut, as you can see I did. But it needs to be braided back. Yo, I got V0.1 printing yesterday. I need to put together a fine spreadsheet for a 2.4 printed part list. Hey, Carlos, I'm gonna throw out my service out there. If you want printed 2.4 part list, unless you're printing it yourself, but I can print them for you. Just let me know. Just hit me up on Messenger. We'll talk. I'll work out a good deal for you. Let's see. Literally, the money goes right back into buying more printers. Like, let me see. Just want to make sure I didn't need an extra screw here, but no, I think we're good. It's just the 2 screws that hold this in place. Just wanted to make sure. All right. Okay. Now it says to install one of the springs. All right, for those who are gonna build this, make sure you get these springs. I got them from either Mick or Mastercard, however you say it, but you know what I'm talking about. Like basically this company here, you definitely want these springs. They're very specific to the tensioning that is required for them, at least what is required for this build. So I bought a couple of packs just in case I want to build another one. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you guys, I want to kind of blow up this eventually one day. So just make sure you get the right springs. You definitely need it. Because I was kind of trying to cheap out and go on Amazon and could not find a spring. Like could not find it. So um, Mac Mastercard is the place for this specific spring that's needed. Let me see how it's installed here. Okay, like so. I'm up in here. Oh no, this is the wrong size. Right? Is it? Oh, it's the right size. Just don't know why it's so long. Is it needed to be this long? I don't think it needs to be that long, guys. I'm gonna use 60 millimeters because I don't think it really needs to be that long at all. That's plenty. Doesn't need to be that long. Oh, absolutely. Anytime, Carlos. Anytime. I like to give back to the community, man. You know, if I can help you guys any way I can, I'll definitely help you all out. So, hey, can you have AJ give me my my Allen wrenches out there, the whole kit, because I keep searching for ones that I like. I think it's out there on the table. I keep fighting, trying to get the right Allen wrench. I hear that. Look like it's not threading right. Hold on, I want to cross thread it. Let me put some oil here. It sounded like it was cross threading. I was just making sure because I hate when you cross thread heated inserts. It's a mess to come back out. Oh, okay. Make master care or car? Make master care? Oh, car. Car, okay. Make master car. Got it. Appreciate that. Okay, so it looks like the spring is supposed to just sit. I don't think you tighten it up, but look like it's all the way tight on this. So let's see. Oh yeah. It's all the way tight. You're supposed to put it in there. Okay. So there we go. So that's a spring installed, and that's the back mounting piece installed with the dowel pin. So we're gonna work on the sides now. Just looking at the CAD to make sure I'm doing the right thing, so I'm not messing up. Um, all right, so let's work on the other side. Mr. 7. I love it. I love it, man. It makes it easy for me to say your name now, Mr. 7. All right. Okay, so we've got one here. Make sure I'm installing this the right way. It's supposed to say that. Am I installing the right one? Yeah, there we go. It's supposed to look like this. There we go. So let's install this first. Top piece. So place. All right, take this, then we take this L bracket here. Like this. Got thread into it, so all right. You know what? No, it actually is a lot tighter doing it this way, so hold on. We're going to take another spring. Assuming it's the same way the spring is installed. Yeah, it's the same way. Keep like losing, putting away my Allen wrench, and it just keeps disappearing. Here's the one I was using. Like, I'm still impressed with this printer just for the details. Like, this is weird. Like, to install a spring on this, like the detail, the cleverness of the STL, the weights put together, you can tell whoever designed this was just really thinking. Not that Vorons are not like cleverly designed. They're very cleverly designed. But this takes that design to a whole nother level. Like it's just very clever. Like when you see it put together, it's just very clever what they did. Like dudes are pretty genius over there at Annex Engineering. Like it's just really clever. Whoever came up with this. Now I'm not going to be the first to tell you exactly what all this does, but I understand from the premise, like of looking at the e-drawing, like exactly why it's needed. You know. I don't know. This is the way. It looks like it is. I'm sure I'm. That's right. I don't like that sound. Making sure it's not cross-threading on me. It just sounds weird. I don't like that sound, y'all. I really don't like the sound it's making. Let me throw some oil. It's even getting warm. Let me throw some oil on in there. No more sound. There you go. Just sounded very weird. It probably just like a plastic piece that's just hit something. All right, guys. We got the just kind of doing that extra tightening here. Okay, so we got the second part installed. You guys can see that up close. You guys see that? So we've got to work on the last one now. There's some little plastic like burrs in there from when you insert the heated inserts, so that's probably what's causing the little that noise when I'm threading in the screw. I'm gonna put some oil down in there just to make it quiet. Roasted pork. Ooh, that sounds good. I'll tell you my favorite. I have a couple of favorite food, but they're all Jamaican because I'm biased to Jamaican food. And I'm pretty sure some of you guys have Jamaican food, but I like my curry goat. I like my jerk chicken. I like my brown stew chicken. Like my stew peas. I love stew peas. With salt beef in it. I I have a couple menu I like. I like a lot Italian food. I really do like Italian food. I enjoy Italian food very much. I also like Spanish food too. You know, just depend on the delicacy. Um, I'm all tacoed out and all that stuff out. Like I'm talking about like more traditional Spanish dish I kind of like. Trying to find extra screws. Ooh, that sounds good. I'm not sure to say it, but it sounds good. Seven sounds definitely Italian for sure. It sounds like. Ooh, that sounds good though. All right. Y'all watching me, man. Y'all enjoying this. I like that. Oh, Spain. All right, that makes sense. That sounds good, man. I know Spain. Spain dishes are great too. That means you like soccer then. You gotta like the World Cup going on right now. Even though I haven't been paying attention much because Jamaica never land. I think Jamaica's been in the World Cup, what, 98, 92, and maybe 95? Jamaica don't go to the World Cup as much, and that's because of just poor management. So that means you probably like soccer. I just haven't had the time to really pay attention to soccer anymore because I do like American football, but yeah, I like soccer still. I can play it really well too. There we go. Get it nice and tight up in there. Ooh, that looks good. That looks really good. Oh, okay. Like basketball. Oh, nice. Yeah, I try to get into basketball. I can play a little bit just for sweating, just to freaking have my lungs shot because I'm breathing so much running up and down. I really need to get back in shape. I've been walking nightly, trying to get myself fit, but I like basketball. I like playing it. Now, watching it, not as much. I'll kind of like, watch some YouTube videos of the highlights and whatnot. Um, But that's cool that you like basketball. That's really cool, man. Giuseppe Noto. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I usually watch soccer, but Italy didn't qualify, and I'm a little sore. Oh, man. It's all good, man. A lot of... Hey, listen. I totally get it. I feel that about my Jamaica nation, like Jamaica. I feel that too. We never qualify for anything these days, at least. Hopefully, we can definitely make it back to the World Cup. I'm not even sure if Jamaica's in there because I haven't checked. But if they are, that's great. But Jamaica, I haven't been to a World Cup in a minute. But yeah, I know the feeling, being bummed. FC Barcelona, yeah. I like Chelsea though. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do like Chelsea. I might get flack for that, but I like Chelsea. Especially when Drogba at the time when Drogba was playing. Ooh, that was entertaining to watch. Before when Messi was in his team, yeah. Yep, Messi. All right, guys, we have. Make sure this thing is in the right spot. I think we are. Okay, hold on. I want to make sure I tighten this down before I say, yeah, I'm done. But okay. Just one tight check. Okay, we're good there. Okay. Okay. All right. All right, boys, we are pretty much assembled. So there we go. All sides are assembled with the spring. Took a little bit, but we got it. So now we're gonna mount this now on the actual bed, actual printer. Let me put this aside and then bring the printer back up. Oh yeah, I'm good, buddy. Late, but you still made it. Still made it enough to see what I'm doing. So I'm glad you're here, though, Noto. All right. All right. So now we're just gonna mount it. It's getting heavier and heavier. Like I said, each time I put something on there, it literally gets heavier and heavier. I'm trying to line this up at least a little bit. I think that's good enough. I like how this bed is mounted, guys. I really do. Oh, that's clever. Okay. Okay, I hope I did this right. Because it looked like I might not, but let's see. Okay, that's in place. Oh, well, we might have a problem, boys. So, maybe it's a good thing I didn't do that, so we can offset that. Maybe, possibly. Okay, this is. I don't know if you want to talk about it. So the Voron top, I'm gonna try it out on my V1.8. So over there, my V1.8 is down. It's down now, but I'm gonna try it out. So for the Voron top, I pretty much have everything. I have a ton of heated inserts. I have tons of spare. It's back there. I have a ton of spare MGM9H linear rails that I'm not using right now, so I can cut a couple of those up. No big deal. I have Dremels and stuff like that to cut it nicely. The only thing I probably need for the Voron top is the actual optical switch. I'm gonna have to look up where the optical switch is. I know they said DigiKey or one of those places, or Mauser somewhere. So one of those places, one of those companies carry that. Um, so I'm probably gonna wait until the bomb come out though before I actually look at what's going on and just see what I have. But I'm pretty sure I have pretty much all of everything except except for the optical switch. So once that comes in, I'm gonna build one of the Voron top. I'm gonna put it on the 1.8. But before I do that, I have a mod. I'm gonna mod the 1.8 to accommodate the linear rail bed. So instead of using the 8mm lead 8mm rods and lead screw, I'm just gonna convert it to use the I think MGM12H linear rail bed setup. So before I can use the Voron top, just because right now the bed is flimsy, and if you use the Voron top, it's going to give you a lot of inaccuracies with the flimsy 8mm rod. So, so I got to mod that first. It's going to be modified first, and then eventually I throw it on there and see how that goes. But I'm very curious about it. Yeah, they said it's super accurate. I can see from a standpoint why it would be, just because of the nature of how it's set up. It kind of makes sense. The tolerance there, if you see how it's put together, especially when I was watching Steve Bill's stream of how it's put together, I can see where the accuracies comes in, especially using optical switch. Optical switch are pretty accurate, like they're really accurate. So using that in combination with the linear rail motion, which is pretty much, you know, free, and the weight slides up and down, given the amount of force required, 600 milligram of force or something like that. I can see it being accurate. I can see it being, you know, probing accurately, essentially, to the bed. So, yeah, I'm curious. I'm really curious, because if it turns out to be very accurate and reliable, then I might just convert the rest of my Vorons to Voron top. So I'm just going to try it on my 1.8 first, see how it behaves, and then if it looks like a viable option, then I might just switch over the rest of the Voron to that route. So, yeah, that's the goal at least. All right, it looked like we might have a issue here because, yeah, um, I think I might have mounted it on the wrong side, but I'm not sure. Let me see. I mean, everything looks good. It's just not sitting in the area it's supposed to sit. Okay. Let me see something. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand. I don't know, y'all. I think I kind of, I don't know. I feel like something is off, and I don't know exactly what is off. It's in line with the screw. Hmm. Oh, I see what I did, y'all. I see it. 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 I see the problem here. I see a problem here. And I see what I did wrong. So there is... Okay, guys, so I see what I did. See, I knew I was going to make another mistake. See, it's good not to assume. And I wish I'd caught this before, but now I won't say it's too late to caught it, but definitely it's going to be a fix from behind the scenes. So let me take this off so you guys can see what I did. All right, I'm gonna take this down. All right, future reference. I'll be able to fix it. It's not as serious. I was trying to figure out why. So this is not sitting on the back, the back kinematic mount. These two are fine, but this wasn't sitting. It was like kind of like maybe like 3 or 4 millimeter over this side. And so I was wondering why it wasn't sitting, because so when I put this together, I assumed that it was all centered. But apparently that's not the case. The bed is supposed to be slightly over 4 millimeter over this side, which means that this center rod needs to be 4 millimeter over this side. Now, I can do that, but the problem is I already drilled the hole to mount the bed through. So what that means I'm gonna have to take this off, shift this over some, then re-drill back the hole and re-drill another hole here. It's not a big deal, but it's definitely gonna be annoying to do that. So basically the bed is basically off center a bit by 4 or 5 millimeter. So this can sit in place. The two front ones are fine. It's just the back rod here, dowel pin, needs to sit in the that kinematic mount. So I said knock on wood earlier that I wasn't gonna try to make a mistake, and look, it happened. So whatever. So that's a bummer, man. Because I was excited too to move on to the next thing. It's an easy fix though, but I'm just wondering if I want to be able to do this very quickly. I won't be able to do it quickly. Yeah, Printeroni, yes. Oh crap, the crossrail printer have to be offset because of the tool head, and it's yep, I just figured that out. And I just look at the CAD too. The CAD is the giveaway because I'm like, why does it look centered? And then look, you can clearly see on the CAD that there's a like a 5 mm offset. It's a bummer, man. Nothing can be fixed with duct tape. I don't think that's gonna help in this case. Oh my goodness. Lesson learned. Thanks for showing the mistake. They really help people, I'm sure. Yeah, yeah. That's why I'm glad I'm doing this live so you guys can really see it. So anybody build this know what to avoid because yeah. Here I am assuming it was supposed to be straight. Nada. Um I don't want to give up tonight. Like I'm literally determined. Um Man, and it's not a hard fix either. It's just I have to just like unscrew the stuff and shift it over a bit. Let me do some measurement. I think we can get it done. Honestly, I think we have time. I don't have work to go to, and if you guys don't mind hanging around a little bit longer, we can get it done. Let me see. Let me measure it out just to see where I need to shift it at, and then we can go. Then we can move from there. So let's see. Okay, so the two front ones are in, just they're resting, and the back is off by. I'm gonna measure it real quick. Just do it. We're watching. All right, man. I appreciate y'all for being patient. I'll do it. It's a quick fix. All right, so I'll recap again for you, Carlos. So basically, I mounted the bed thinking it was supposed to be straight, everything to be straight. So not a problem. I actually can demonstrate it for you guys real quick too. So as you can see, these are sitting on the mounts, right? These are sitting on the mounts really fine. But let me show you what happened in the back. If you guys can look from above, maybe above you can see it. So this part is supposed to sit here, and it's not sitting there. So that means the bed was supposed to be shifted over like an offset about, I want to say maybe about 5 mm. I'm going to measure it to be sure. So that's the problem I'm running into now. So, and it's not a hard fix, but you know, it's definitely annoying for sure. So basically it's a 20 mm offset. 20 mm. I'm gonna set it exactly on my caliper here, just to make sure. Let me zero it in. Yeah. I was way off. I thought it was 5, but no. 20 mm. Yeah, new printer, new gotchas. Yep. Maybe a little bit less. It looked like 18 mm. Let me go back just a little. I just want to be accurate with it. All right, yeah. So an 18 mm offset, guys. 18 mm. So I'm gonna have to shift the bed about 18 millimeters across. I'm gonna put that in place and then drill the hole real quick and come back. Shouldn't be hard. Check it better on the CAD for For no drills, 2 or 3 holes. Okay, I'll check that too, sir. I'll check that as well too. All right, I'm gonna set it for 18 on my dial, my thing here. Let me check on the cat too. Because it looks pretty close to here, so I'm gonna have to try to. Is there a measuring tool? Yep, measure. If you guys can see that, it says about it's about 21-ish millimeters, but I can't say that's quite accurate. See if you guys can see that. No, they can see it. They can see it. Yeah, it says about 21 down here, but from where the screw is, let me see something. Measure. Trying to hit this pin right here. Yeah, it's still giving me so about 21-ish millimeter. I'm gonna call it 20 millimeter. I think that's plenty to have it sit. So call it 20 millimeters. That I gotta move it across. So yeah, let me work on that. Let me adjust the bed. Let me work on that, and then we can continue. Boo. I can try it. I was doing it at the front, Printeroni. Let me look. This is, isolate the front bed, aluminum profile, and check the distance from the edge to the holes. Oh, gotcha. I see what you're saying. Hold on, let me remove this freaking tool real quick. Let's isolate this. Yeah, it was definitely an offset. I should have looked. Oh man, what a bummer, man. Like, you can even tell it wasn't even centered. It's a good thing I didn't put a hole in the thing. It's a good thing I used the T-slot, because my mind just said use the T-slot just in case. Good thing I didn't put a hole in there. Alright, so from the hole to the edge. So I'm measuring it right now, guys. So you guys probably cannot see the you can't see the new window. There's a new window, and I don't want to mess with it. But I just measure it real quick to let you guys know what that is. Absolutely, Carlos. Lesson learned. It's see, I figured just I wouldn't have never went flawless, right? I had to make a mistake somewhere. I was doing too well, according to the universe. Thought I had it figured out, but the universe says, nah, buddy. Not that fast. If I have if I have something to give away, I may have something to give away. I may. Maybe one of my boards. That Big Tree Tech, after I review it, I can give out one of those. I don't need both. So I could definitely do something like that. Hey Slim Gig, oh dude, it's been a minute, man. I haven't seen you around in a while. What up? Glad you could make it to a stream. Yeah, it's definitely about 20 millimeters, it seems. Like, I'm just gonna verify, re-verify, just to make sure that's, I'm not messing up here. Measure. From right there to about, this thing is missing. Right there to about, why does it keep going away? See what I'm trying to do? Mm-hmm. It just keeps going away. Nothing much, man. I seen you on the last one, LOL. Just to let you know, I'm here for every live stream. I don't talk a lot. Oh, you don't talk a lot. Gotcha. I appreciate you, man. I'm like that on Nero's stream sometime and Steve Bill's stream. I will talk, I will chime in here and there, but I'm usually always there watching. So I get it. I appreciate you just coming through though. Alright, so yeah, it's about 20 millimeters, 21. So we definitely got to shift this down. Man, okay. Alright guys, I'm going to work on this. Let me take this apart real quick. I'm just going to drill back the holes where I need to drill, shift down the bed, and easy fix. So thought I was done, but no, I'm not. Yeah, I didn't want to leave the stream without feeling accomplished, so I'd rather fix the bed at least, and then I feel a little bit accomplished, because I'll just, like, I feel bummed because of this now. So I'd rather just fix it real quick. It's not a hard fix, and then just, you know. Okay, what is holding this in place here? Oh, it's like kind of hooked on here. Are we gonna let go? Okay. Hey man, I appreciate you, Printeroni. Absolutely, man. Just trying to get, just trying to put a new printer out there. You know, build something different other than a Voron. I know everyone are building Voron, but I wanted to do something different, and just to highlight a awesome little printer. Maybe pricey, but just, you know, bring another good group of printers into the forefront and highlight it. So, you know, so I'm just doing my best here, and also being transparent as well while I'm building it, that I'm not perfect either. You know, we make mistakes. Um, so from so it's 21 from the from the all right, so we're gonna move that down there clearly. Yeah, gotta move that right there. All right. No. Yes, I need a marker to where I put the hole, and then I'll just drill and come back. Thank you. Just go this way. It's not even that far. All right. All right, guys, I got my holes, my new holes. Okay. Yes, Mr. Seven. Yeah, and that's the thing. So, like, maybe you guys will agree with me. Before I go and drill this, I like to be different. If you notice, like, this is why my channel is really geared around like modding, just thinking outside the box. I don't want to just be a regular YouTube streamer, right? Like, if I do streaming, this is why I didn't want to stream initially, because I just wanted my content to be different and not necessarily copying everything everybody else is doing. We already have Steve Bills doing his own, you know, Voron thing. He's a part of the Voron team. We already have Nero doing a lot of, you know, Voron stuff, but he's also branching off in different printers. I wanted to do something different. I don't want to necessarily copy them. I want it to be unique. So a lot of my printers are like modified, or just putting two different printers together, you know, just kind of giving people different possibilities, that you don't have to be in a box with a single printer. You can just, you know, take a VZ-Bot Toolhead, maybe take a Ratwig Quartz Y kinematic setup, take a ANNEX K3 Z access and put it together and make something totally different. So for me, it's all about just taking good aspect of each printer and just mashing it into one. So I just like to do that, and then using off-the-shelf printer and then turn it into something even better. So I just want to create that type of space where people don't feel like they're locked into just a single printer or a single group. They can kind of think outside the box and mix and match and you know. So that's what I'm all about, because I think just building plain Vorons and building plain this it gets mundane after a little bit watching that. So so that's why I wanted to be different and do something different, you know. But yeah. Yeah, exactly, Seven. Yeah, Annex, VZ Mercury. Exactly. I like to see stuff different, and that's another thing I want to build too is a Mercury. That's on my to-do list. There's quite a bit of printer I want to kind of dibble dabble in, so you guys will see content on a lot of those stuff coming. Um, what is the group printer based on? So the group printer it's a VZ but it was based on a X5 SA Pro. It was my X5 SA. Was it my Pro? No, it was my Pro. My X5, actually, sorry, my X5 SA Pro is now a V1.8. Okay, so I converted into a V1.8. You can actually see it behind me. I love this thing. Um, the VZBot is or the Groot printer as I call it, VZBot Groot. Um, that is a X5 SA regular that I just turned into a VZBot. So yeah, and it's using like Trident skirts, V1.8 bed. So as you can see, like I like to mix it up. So instead of using a VZBot bed, I went Voron 1.8 bed setup, VZBot Toolhead, everything else, Trident skirt. So I like to just take different aspect of printers and just like mash it together, just to make something different. You know, it's not like any other printer. So that's just the idea of the channel. Yes, Voron for new stuff has become like the Kleenex name as tissues. Really, really, that was funny. Voron Legacy before it tried it, XISA. Yep. Second cube, next project. I might do something. Who knows? I have a little project working in the background too, so I've got a little bit more stuff to show you guys. Something different outside the box that I can show you guys. So look out for a video build log on that one. People unfortunately look past any other option, even though most other projects have more robust engineering, like the Annex printers and VZBot. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I agree with you, Printeroni. Absolutely. That's what I wanted to do. Make videos on how to take off the shelf printers and convert them into whatever. But I'm too shy for camera. Hey, 007, do it. I'm the only one in this space, at least in that little niche right now. It'd be nice to have a couple of you guys who are thinking just like me, trying to mix and match, you know, like basically taking a stock printer and just throw some stuff at it and make it look different, unique, and give some people possibilities. Because, like I said, when I started this, my enders they're pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie, they were decent, but I wanted them to print better. I wanted them to become like a canvas. And look, I turned my ender into like some crazy machines, and they print amazing. So I just wanted to highlight that you don't have to be stuck, or you don't have to necessarily shell out a ton of money to buy an expensive, an expensive printer, or like a Voron, or one of those expensive printer where you have to outsource everything or buy a whole kit. You can actually take what you already have and transform it into something that just prints better, right? And looks different. So that was the idea, at least. Hey, Senzi, I appreciate that, man. That really made me feel good. I honestly, I really do appreciate that comment. I really did enjoy that TikTok build. It's too bad it didn't get a lot of views and whatnot, but I do have another one I'm building for customer, and I'll do that live stream this time instead of just doing the video series. It seems like a lot of people like the live stream stuff, so I'll live stream that build. I have all the parts. I'm waiting for some stuff from Squirrel Brain, which is the one that designed it. Squirrel Brain is the designer of that printer. So I have some parts coming in from that he mailed off to me. And so we'll build a TikTok live, and I think that would be fun too. So yeah, thanks for that comment, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you go back, Printeroni, back in my videos, thanks to my wife, she kind of like organized the videos. If you go back into my channel, you will see what I did with the enders. I basically turned my enders into like a Prusa-ish ender with a Voron toolhead. It's unique. It's totally different. It's linear rods and Prusa-ish setup with Voron Legacy toolhead on it. It's based on the Voron Legacy, so that was really cool. That was really a fun project, and I loved it. I wish I could build another one. Um, in the background right now, I'm building something similar, but this is just all linear rails, and I'll show that to you guys too, so you guys can see what I'm all about. Like when I said modifying stuff. Um, but yeah, just stay tuned. I have more content coming, like more cool stuff to show off in the background. So, but yeah, if you look at my Pruz Ender, it's like Pruz Ender. I had two of them and I sold both of them because people like them, so I ended up selling them. But I kind of miss a bed flinger around the room here, so I'm working on one right now.
Did you make them into a theme?
A what?
The enders, were they a theme?
No, I didn't theme the enders. They were just green and yellow. All right, so let me drill this real quick, and I'll be back, and we just can finish up mounting this. I'll be back. Give me about like maybe 5 minutes or so. Okay, so you guys relax. I'll be right back. Um, grab some stuff here. You know what? I kind of want you guys entertained, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw these up there so you guys can stare at it. There you go. Just stare at it. guys, thanks for being so patient and waiting. I got the holes in. I got it. So as you can see, you can probably see 2 holes in there. So I got the holes in, so now we just gotta shift it. Staring intensifies. How many printers have you guys? And which one? That question is for the chat. Okay. I can chime in. I can say how much print I've had. I have 2. Alright, so I had a 2 Ender 3 Pros, modified those, sold those. I have a King Groon KP3, not S. Before it was direct drive, and I modified that, and I still have it. I'm about to turn it into a bigger TikTok. That's another project to make a bigger TikTok. Just stay tuned. I'm telling you, I have a lot of little projects that I want to do and share with you guys. So I'm gonna turn that KP3, which is now an S, into a TikTok. There you go. So they went through like 3 transformation here. So that'd be 3 printers. I have 2 Sunlu S8s, which are currently in pieces. I'm about to transform one into a total different printer, but I had those. So you're talking about 5 in total. Then I have a Voron 1.8. Then I have a 2.4. Then I had 3 X5 SA. 1 turned into this Trident behind me. 1 turned into the VZ bot. And then the X5 SA Pro turned into another 1.8. So you're talking about, I've owned 10 printers in total-ish. But some of them converted, but yeah. Technically, yeah. Some of them converted to a different printer, but I mean, if you want to look at it, I still spent money into them to convert them. So 10 printers in total, if you want to look at it that way. I have seven, yeah. I have 7 about right now, yeah. Frankenstein, Chauncey, X5 3SE, and Eligumar Saturn, Eligumar Neptune 2S, Ender 3V2, BQB1, a little headache called Mono Price. I've heard about Mono Prices. Delta Mini V2, and the latest addition is a QDX CF Pro. I've got, yeah, I know 007 FPV. I know you got a lot of printers, buddy. You got a lot of printers. I've got 13 printers, and there's the 0Gs to VZ bot to Vorons. Nice. That's a nice range of printers. Oh yeah, I have an unbox. Hey Zombie Hedgehog, I forgot to tell you, welcome to the stream, bud. Good to see you around. Zombie Hedgehog. Oh yeah, I have just unboxed and printing with the KP3S Pro. Oh, nice. Nice. Those King Rune KP3 and KP3Ss are nice little printers. Like, super capable printers. You can do a lot with those little printers. They're very, very capable, and they print very well. Giuseppe Noto, I only have one right now. 0G Mercury 1.1, and I'm currently sourcing parts for Rolahan Baiju. Oh, Baiju. Okay, cool, awesome. Yeah. So yes, 7. A bigger TikTok will definitely become a V Minion territory now. The only difference with the TikTok and the V Medium, I want to say, is just the design elements that Squirrel Brain decided to go with it. I just like the look of the TikTok better. It just seems to be put together a little bit better than the. And I'm not down in the Rat Rig V Minion. I think it's awesome, but I just like the way the TikTok was put together. It's very cleverly put together. Squirrel Brain design there was really awesome. So I just want to take that and just scale it up just a little, just see how it behaves. That's really about it. Richard Knott, hey buddy, welcome. I'm here late, but I'm here. I'll catch up later driving home. All right, no problem. Appreciate you, man. Pex Pepper Hot Sauce, what's going on? Hey, I made some mistakes, man, that I had to clear on. I'll explain it as I go. So let's try this out again and see if we actually got it right this time. So we take this. I'm actually gonna pull this out so basically the bed here wasn't supposed to be straight. See, like I have it all aligned straight. This rod is not sitting on the kinematic mount in the back because it's a triple mount, right? So it was supposed to be a 20mm offset, and I didn't know that. I guess I wasn't paying attention to the CAD. I just thought it was straight, only to find out it was supposed to be 20mm over here instead of center. So I had to like re-drill back the holes. As you can see, there's 2 holes now on each side to shift the bed back over so that way this sits on the kinematic mount. So that's a mistake I made. So you didn't really miss much. It's just, yeah. Driving a while YouTubing. Honestly, I'm very impressed with the Pro, of course, with a few tweaks. Yeah. Oh, TikTok. Hey, Jeremy Hess. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Doing great. Zombie Hedgehog. I need to keep designing. I think, honestly, 180mm printers are like a sweet spot. I mean, of course, the bigger bed build plates are needed for other things. But like the 180mm bed, especially a bed flapper, is like a nice sweet spot in terms of like, you can get speed out of it for a bed flapper because it's lighter, and it's not massive. You know, it's a nice little printer you can pick up. I'll show you the TikTok. I'll tell you why I like the TikTok. Give me a second, guys. These guys are getting me all my nerdiness kicking in now. I'll show you guys. TikTok. You guys haven't seen it in a while. Okay, so this is what the TikTok look like. Okay, it's been sitting. I haven't printed on it in a minute because it's gonna be a gift for someone. But as you can see, this is using the V0.1 bed. Very tiny printer. You can literally pick it up. Look, it's like super small, and I love it. So I'm just gonna scale this up just a little bit bigger. I just want to see what it would do with like 180mm bed. It's a belted Z, and the quality of the print is quite amazing. I'm not gonna lie, the quality of the print is quite amazing. The fact that you can put a spool holder right on here, and it just works. It's like, it's really, really, really a nice printer. I wired it up nicely, so as you can see at the back, this is what underneath look like. So it's a neat little printer, guys. Like, so I'm gonna definitely build another one on live stream, so you guys can see that put together versus the video. So, but there you go. That's the TikTok. Nice little printer. So I'll erase this down. I'm just trying to keep up with chat here. I need to keep designing my one on TikTok. I'm trying to fit the Ratrig V3 on a 2024 file, but I'm bad with CAD. Oh, that's the one. Want to V4 3030. The snake oil XY also look interesting on Printeroni too. I've looked at that before. I have so much spare. I have a lot of spare extrusion that I can build a couple of these printer, and that snake oil also is an interesting printer as well too. But it uses 3030 aluminum extrusion. Yeah. Where happened 180? Oh, you have one? Awesome. Something I think I heard. Do you build printers for people? Like they pay you and you do all the sourcing and stuff? So yeah, so So I do build printers for people, but I do it locally. So I don't really. It's not something I will ship because I really haven't like researched like how to ship a printer. Now for the TikTok build, it's small enough where I can probably package that up and ship it. Like if someone wanted a small printer, so a lot of people like the TikTok. So someone asked me to build a TikTok for them, so I'm building it for them, and it's a nice little change. I ain't gonna lie, for like $500, I pretty much make a profit and not break the bank building a TikTok. So, but yeah, it's a nice little printer. It's like it's like a perfect printer to gift someone. You know, if they wanted to get 3D printing, it's little tiny. You can pretty much uh, V0 basically size printer. So, but yeah, I do build printers for people. And honestly, if some of you guys live close to me, I live in Florida. If a lot of you guys would have lived close to me, I would just come hang out and just build printers with you guys and just have a printer day with you guys. But everybody live far away from me, so I don't think that's gonna be possible. But
I got it. Don't worry. I got it. The bots are out.
oh, that's what you asked. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. All right, let me get on this here. The bots are out, as you can see.
I killed him. Instead of I killed him.
I know, I'm just hiding so I can see. Yeah, shipping really does kill the value, man. It really does. But yeah, I like building printers, man. I'll definitely build it if I for customers. Yeah, I gotta shift this down a bit so I don't have to touch this part. I have shipped a partially assembled K3 in the US and it definitely risks skewing frame alignment and breaking printed part. Yep, I figured. I figured. That's a danger. That is exactly the danger. Will you ship to Europe too? I'm joking. will it be will it be more the shipping cost than the printer? Yes, exactly. Definitely not shipping to Europe, man. Unless it's something small, yeah. Nope. Yeah, I really tightened the hell out of this thing. All right, let's shift this down now a little bit. Still tight. That is okay. There we go. All right, Hedgehog Zombie, catch you later, buddy. Thank you, man. And which state you was from? I'm from Florida. Florida. I'm in Florida. The Sunshine State. Oh, I understand. I understand, man. Um, yeah, shipping cars can be a killer, man. So, but it's nice to see you around, man. I appreciate y'all's support. Trust me, I really do. Hopefully, I'm giving you guys ideas and ways you can modify you guys' printer. Okay, this one I might have needed to not go that far, but let's see. How did I get this? Babe, give me the marker. I got it. I guess I didn't cut this right. I found it. I found it. Ah, boys, I got to go back to the. I guess I mishapped on the hole a little bit. I got to drill one more little hole. I built a switch wire for a customer 9 months back. Had to ship it to the New Mexico from Texas. No complaints from the customer. Granted, he was very knowledgeable on Clipper and whatnot. Just no time to build. See, and that's the benefit. 007 FPV is that that's a part why I'm kind of scared to build for people too. If I'm building a printer, if you're local, it's a little easier because I can kind of work with you if you don't know what you're doing, kind of give it in and outs and making sure that you kind of at least are comfortable when it comes to the printer, right? But if I should build a printer and ship it to someone that has no idea of what they're doing, that's where I don't want to get in that problem of constantly communicating with a customer saying, oh, how do we get it on Wi-Fi? How do I change this? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that lifelong customer service support guy. So I rather sell my printer to someone who actually knows what they're doing. So when I sell it to you, it's pretty easy. You kind of know what you're doing. Maybe you don't want to build it, and I just build it for you. But I wouldn't want to sell it to someone necessarily new to 3D printing, have no idea what they're doing, and then I'm the long support guy, right? Because I don't want to sign up for that. Like, that's the thing. I don't want to sign up for that. So I'll just pick. I'll rather pick and choose who I build for. You know, if you're local, a little bit easier to work with you. If you're far away, it's a little harder. AJ Moore, welcome to the stream. I'm printing parts right now to do a end of wire conversion. Hopefully the build goes good. Hey, you got this, man. I do want to do an end of wire conversion. I want to give a shout out to Robert. He has a Facebook group which I'm a moderator on. It's called I love 3D printing. If you want to join the group, I'm there. He's donating a Ender 3 to me, and I'm definitely going to take that Ender 3 and turn it into a little switch wire conversion. I know Steve Bills did one. but I also want to do one too, just on live stream, just to do a different take on it. But this one is going to be set up for to run the ERFC Enraged Rabbit Carrot Feeder. So that's the purpose of doing this one. So it's slightly different, but the same thing. So that's another stream I would like to do sometime down in the future as well. So look out for that. But yeah, that's awesome. All right, let me do this real quick. I made a little mistake here, so I'm gonna have to recut that part. Just rebore the hole and I'm done. Real quick, cause I messed up there. One mistake I made on the bed and it's costing me, guys. It is definitely costing me. It's no big deal though. It is no big deal. I'm just, once I put this up, I'll be happy and satisfied that I actually got this part done. But I got one little part that I need to drill out a little bit more, and then we can go. So give me a second, guys. Give me one quick second, guys. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I have to fix that hole real quick. Let's do it again. I would not have built it if he didn't know Clipper. Yeah, good. Yeah, definitely worth it to build printer for experienced people. If they're not, you're gonna run into a world of headache for sure. You'll be the permanent customer support, you know? Drink some of this soda here. Alright, I'm just doing a test. I'm not going to tighten up everything yet. I just want to make sure the bed got shifted in the direction it needs to be. And then I'll go ahead and tighten up the extrusions here. Okay, make sure everything fits. Alright. Woo! Yes, sir! We got it, boys. Oh my god. I know it's a small victories, but we got it fixed. It's in place. You guys can see that? It's actually sitting in where it needs to be. Whew. Yes. Oh man. We got it. We got it. Fixed. So now I just gotta go ahead and tighten this all up, put it on the bed, and we're good. Yes. All right. Whew, that was a pain in the butt, but we did it. We did it. We fixed it. I feel so much better. So now I just gotta pop this off, tighten up the actual T-shape Thanks, Mr. Seven. Thanks for your suggestion, buddy. You were right to just check the CAD. The CAD was about 21 millimeters, so you're right. So thanks for letting me recheck that. So. Oh, all right. Now we can tighten this part up, and we're pretty much good to go. All right. All right. Now one more time and we're good. Hey, no, it's a really awesome build, man. I appreciate you guys. There we go. Yes. Yeah, I feel accomplished tonight, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I appreciate you guys being patient. We could have made it a little farther, but of course, the universe decided something else. But I really did enjoy the stream though. Now I'm not gonna tighten up the bed here. We won't tighten this up too much because once I run the because it's once I run the Z tilt, I go ahead and be able to actually, what's a macro you run to make sure the bed is leveled? Not Z tilt, screw tilt. Screw tilt calculate. When I run the screw tilt calculate, we'll be able to level this bed physically before we actually do the Z tilt. So I'm not really worried about the adjustment on this right now. It's just really to just keep it in place for now. So I definitely have a screw tilt feature on here just to make sure the bed is leveled separately from the actual gantry. Okay. Now we can bring it back up here now for good. King Nickman. Hey, welcome to the stream, bud. Hey, GoldenJaguar wants to say thanks for your suggestion to the streams ago. Flip disconnection from Ender 3 randomly. You have suggested to try with Ethernet cable and was using USB Wi-Fi adapter. Awesome. It didn't help, but it was nice thinking to eliminate it. In the end, wall socket had the issue. Example, switch on and off, neon bulb, and it loses communication with MCU, and it randomly disconnects when it else every time. Oh, I got you. Dang. I had to change to another room wall plug, and every issue was fixed. Wow. Wow. That's good. I'm glad you figured it out, man. I'm glad you figured that out. Dory10, hello. Hey, welcome, buddy. Hello. All right. Now, now we can throw it back on there with some confidence, knowing that it's going to sit where it needs to be. Booyah. Done. Easy. Look, no problems. Just sit. Look, perfect. Whew. All right, now we can just add the springs. So we're gonna put the springs on for tension in. Then we can finish up the build from there and call it a night at least. So the spring goes into this little thing here to hold it in place. Let's see if you guys can see what I'm doing here. So if you look at the top, there's a little, the spring goes into this little slot where the screw is. You got to push it, pull it down just to get it in place, but the spring tension is up there. Yeah, printer only. Booyah! I got it. That was a whole mess though, guys. I ain't gonna lie. That was a whole mess to figure out. Now I know. All right, so Nadir. Hey, welcome to stream, Nadir. I've always wanted to ask you what you're doing to pay the rent, if you know what I'm saying. I work where I work at the school district. I I work at my local county school district as a technician, so I'm a software technician, and my wife also works at the school district as a early Head Start teacher. So between that, we are able to pay the bills and have a little bit of fun too, you know. And then budgeting too. Like I can't just go willy nilly, but a little bit of budgeting trick, and we are able to kind of afford stuff like this and play with it, you know. So that's what I do. Nothing special, honestly, nothing special. It looks small. What is the print volume? It is 180 by, I want to say, not sure the. Hey, Printeroni, if you're still on here, what's the Z height? What's the full Z volume? I know it's 180 by 180, but I'm not sure what's the full Z volume. If you want to throw that in the comment there. So as you can see, what I'm doing, guys, is I'm using the spring. This is why I like this bed kinematic setup. It's using the spring tension here to hold this in place. And now I can't lift it up. Look, see? It's just literally on spring tension right now. So it's pretty clever. Oh, 180. So 180 by 180. Okay. Okay, good to know. 180 cube all around. Okay. Hopefully I'll answer your question, Nadir. This is so cool. I really like the bed mount. I really like how they did this with the springs. It's such a clever design. Like, I am really impressed with the design, guys. I am really impressed. I am really, really impressed. Like, I am super impressed with the way the bed is, the way the bed works. Look, there's enough tension on it. If you guys see that, look, I'm just lifting on the springs. There's like enough tension on it, but there's enough flex in the bed, side to side, like not too much, but just a little bit, and the springs to allow it to make, you know, again, small adjustments, so it's not like, you know, you don't get any Z banding or anything like that, which is very, very clever. Very clever. So I just got to put on the last spring now at the back here. And we're pretty much kind of done with the bed mounting. At least one guy has built a taller K3 with 300Z height. He calls it the K3 300. See, Printeroni, you know what I want to do? I want to make a bigger K3. Just bigger overall, and it's still in the back of my mind to do. I just have to figure out how I'm going to enclose it, because if I'm not enclosing it, it's easy to build. It's just the enclosing part that's going to be challenging to do, and I'm not very good with CAD either. So I don't know. I might have to rely on Squirrel Brain in this case just to see if you can help me out in this case. All right. It's mounted now, guys. So all 3 points springs are down. So as you can see, just want to show you guys, demonstrate. The bed is attached, but it's spring loaded, so you can actually lift the bed. So you can see one side here. There's spring tensioning on there. Pretty clever. But yeah, there we go. This is cool. I like it. Bed mounted. Woo! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait. Oh, so there's a K3 Plus in development? Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. Good to know. Bigger bed? I want to see that because depends on what they change. That means I might be able to scale it a little bit bigger. So that is good news to my ears right now. Like that, I'm happy about that because that might be the next printer that I literally invest myself into. So K3 bigger. Okay. K3 Plus. I like this. I like the sound of that. That's good to know, man. I'm excited. I like what ANNEX K3 is doing. Don't get me wrong. I love Voron. I will always love Voron. I love what they're doing. But the ANNEX K3 engineering guys are exciting me with this printer. Like, really excited. Just, again, how intricate, complicated, yet challenging, but beautiful at the same time, you know? In its own complexity, it is very, very rewarding and a very nice printer to stare at. But yeah, it's getting heavier. Yeah, definitely feel like 45 poundish. But yeah, the bed is mounted, guys. So the next thing to do would be is to start working on the hot end stuff, like start to mount the hot end. So I do have, like I've showed, I do have the, what do you call it, Sharper Mini. I do have the fans kind of pre-assembled. I'm using I will be using the Rapido here in this setup. I was going to use this. So I was going to use the 2022 Dragon iFlow. So as you can see, the Dragon Ultra iFlow, this is the 2020 version from Phaedos. But because it's not really officially supported by the K3 yet, there's not really a mount. Now, I probably could get away with a Dragon mount, but keep in mind, it's using like one of the, I can't remember what the bottom of this is called again, but there's a name for the bottom block, heater block that it's using. So I was going to use this, but then I changed my mind and I decided to just use a Rapido instead. So I'm just going to use an iFlow Rapido for the time being. And yeah, so that's the goal. I think it uses MGN12 rail craftsmanship. This is actually 4-to-1. I just checked. Oh, 5-to-1. 5-to-1. Okay. Nice. So, yeah, guys. So, I'm gonna call the stream, but we just got the bed mounted. Of course, we ran into that little issue, but we ended up fixing it. I need to stop messing with this thing here. I need to mess with it, but it's just kind of nice to play with. Yeah. So so the next stream would be like to mount the hot-end assembly, um, the frame, because I knew at that point it's now the framing, everything else start to come into place. I have the brush, the nozzle brush, and I think nozzle cleaner assembly to put on the side here as well too to get that going. So there's a couple more things. Now we're into the nitty gritty part. The main part is kind of done, as you can see. Like the main kinematics, the bed mount, the motor mount, those are all done. It's just really to start button up everything now, starting to put certain things in place. So again, a couple more streams, maybe 2-3 more streams, and this should be done. This should be up and running and done. So I'm excited. If you ever want to level your K3 to go even faster with the high acceleration, check out the Mosquito unit and use the NF Crazy or the Mosquito. Oh, I'm pretty sure those blocks are pretty well. I will say this is capable too. Because I want to say it's using I'm not sure what the block is called. You can see that it's using one of those ultra high flow blocks on the Dragon here. So I'm pretty sure this is capable of pushing out some heat too. That's why I'm holding on to it right now. Like, it's not that I won't install it on there. I'm waiting till a full support is on there, so I don't have to be asking people for like modded mount to mount it. There's a modded mount for it, but I want the actual official support mount for this. Then I can install it. But for now, you know, I just rock with a Rapido. Keep in mind too, you can always convert the Rapido into the ultra high flow Rapido version if I wanted to by just changing out the nozzle. But we'll see how that goes. For now, I'm just gonna hold on to it and then go from there. All right, Nadir. See you next time, man. Appreciate you coming through. I appreciate you coming through, man, and checking out the channel, man. Oh, Mosquito Net is an honest product. It's a laser cut metal plate that holds the hot end right down on the heat sink. Extremely rigid. Oh, I'll check that out then. Go ahead and check that out. Thanks for letting me know, Printer Ronnie. Shoot me a DM on Discord. I gotta get you some sauce to move the linear rails with. All right, I will do. All right, fellas. All right, so I'm gonna call it a night, but for those who come out and view my stream all the time, man, I really appreciate you guys. New faces, new support. I really do appreciate you guys. The channel is only going to grow and get better. Just remember to subscribe, like, and share. You know, just point some people my way. Just something different. You know, again, interesting. Those who are interested in something different, something different to look at. Point them my way. You know, let's make the channel get bigger and grow faster. Have a lot more audience, and then I can get a lot more gizmos to share with you guys. So, but yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. I appreciate you guys coming out and watching. Hope you guys have enjoy you guys Thanksgiving. Eat lots of food. Not too much now, but eat lots of food. Enjoy you guys' family, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, take it easy.